Mark and I knew we were beginning a new chapter in our life when we made the decision to relocate from the busy metropolis to the peaceful suburb of Willow Creek. The thought of fresh air, lush meadows, and a gentler pace was very alluring after years of busy schedules and concrete surrounds. Our new home was simple but lovely, including white siding, a sunlit porch, and a tiny garden patch in need of some TLC. We eventually moved in at the beginning of April. Birdsong filled the mornings, and the air smelled of flowers in blossom. I recall experiencing a mixture of anxiety and excitement. It was intimidating to leave behind friends and habits. The initial days were a whirlwind of unpacking boxes, setting up furniture, and attempting to make the place feel like home, despite Mark's assurances that this was the best course of action for us. Even when I fretted about little things like where to hang the pictures or how to organize the kitchen cupboards, Mark was incredibly patient. I appreciated his constant presence. Having a calm companion made the adjustment simpler because, after all, moving is always stressful. I was piling books in the living room on the third day when there was a knock on the door. I opened it after wiping my hands with a towel because I was shocked to get a guest so quickly. A woman of my age was standing there, her eyes sparkling and her smile effortless. "Hi, I'm Sarah," she said kindly. "I reside 3 homes away from here. I simply wanted to extend a warm welcome to you in the community." Her smile was sincere and her voice was kind. I was immediately relieved that we wouldn't be totally alone in this new location. "Thank you so much, Sarah," I answered back. "My name is Emily. It's a pleasure to meet you." For a brief moment, Sarah entered with a small basket that was tied with a beautiful ribbon. "Just some baked cookies and jam are the treats I gave you. I wanted to make sure you felt welcome because moving can be so stressful." I was moved by the considerateness of the gesture. For a short while, we talked about the area, nearby stores, and the next spring festival. Sarah seemed to know everyone and everything, and it was nice to have someone to confide in. I grinned to myself as she walked out, surveying our still rather chaotic living area. This move might not be as lonely after all. Sarah and I waved and had quick chats throughout the course of the following few weeks whenever we happened to cross paths while checking our mail or walking the dog. She was always upbeat and laid back. When she knocked on our door again one afternoon, she appeared a little agitated. She began, "Hey, Emily. I'm sorry to disturb you, but I'd really appreciate some assistance." I asked her what was wrong and welcomed her inside out of concern. "It's my washing machine. I have a sick little boy at home, and it broke down yesterday. I'm trying to take care of him while juggling work." With a hint of fatigue in her voice, she said, "And I just don't know how I'm going to get through the week without laundry working." I felt sorry for her. Being a parent was hard enough, but illness made things even more difficult. I said, "I'll ask Mark to have a look. When it comes to repairs, he is rather helpful." I brought it up at supper that night. Mark appeared contemplative. "Yes, I am able to assist," he added. "I'm not a professional, but I can try," with a comforting smile. Mark brought his toolbox to Sarah's house the following afternoon. He knocked and was invited inside, which I saw from our window. Through the glass, I could see them chatting and giggling a little while he started inspecting the washing machine. Later, Mark grinned contentedly as he went home. He stated it was an easy fix. It should now function flawlessly with just a loose hose. I will never forget the look of relief on Sarah's face when Mark informed her. She was truly appreciative. Sarah came over the following day with a little handmade pie. She said kindly, "Thank you so much, Emily, and please thank Mark as well. You two truly made a difference during this difficult week." Our friendship really started to grow after we asked her around for coffee. Sarah was raising her little son Jake while working full-time as a single mother. I was impressed by her warmth and strength. Mark and I discovered that we were spending more time with Jake and Sarah. Backyard cookouts and park trips in the afternoon are common weekend activities. With their laughter filling the room, Jake and our daughter Lily quickly became friends. In addition to fixing things, I saw that Mark truly appreciated taking care of Sarah by watching her, or doing errands when she was feeling overburdened. We were all obviously closer because of the neighborly spirit. Mark and I were on the porch drinking tea one evening after the kids had gone to bed. "I'm I'm glad you asked me to help Sarah, he said. Making a difference is a satisfying feeling. I grinned. I agree. Sometimes creating something amazing only requires a little kindness. In Willow Creek, we found a rhythm that worked for us. I was reminded that home was more than just a house by the social gatherings, food, and support from one another. It was those in your immediate vicinity. Sarah and her son joined us for our first Christmas here many months later. Warmth, laughter, and the aroma of fresh pine permeated the house. In the kitchen, Sarah and I made cookies as Mark assisted Jake in hanging decorations from the tree. I was overcome with thankfulness as I observed the joyful faces all around me. What started out as a straightforward request for assistance has developed into a long-lasting friendship and a stronger bond with our new house. When I thought back on those early days, I saw that sometimes all it takes is the guts to ask for help and the willingness to accept.